For some reason, the right from scratch intro isn't working. And so, I'm going to have to introduce it like this. Right from scratch. It is right from scratch. It is right from scratch. And we're gonna get a batch of stories. Isn't that right, Alan? Coming in with a save there. Coming in with a save, as he always does. What a gentleman. What an absolute tour de force Alan is. That one doesn't count. However, 16th Doctor is now the default. Hi everyone. All hail the wheel, indeed. Dr. Screw. I know, we need to fix the intro thing. We need to figure it out. By which I mean I need to figure it out. Oh, we'll put Dr. Screw on the wheel. That's your one joke, Doctor. There you go. And it's only because no one suggested him before. Which, frankly, is shocking. Truly the Sleep No More of Right From Scratch. Wouldn't Sleep No More of Right From Scratch just be the same, but like the camera angle is the other way around and I'm just filming the screen? Wouldn't that be it? The relic? Is that the puppeteered corpse of the Doctor? Or is that the corpse of the Doctor from the Stephen Moffat one? The Doctor Who has been suggested at least 8. I've never seen it. I don't remember it ever being suggested. I've certainly never put it on the wheel. Leela and Andred's baby. Okay, first Doctor. Gotcha. Got any more? 6th Doctor. I see 6th Doctor. I see 6th Doctor. I'm gonna pop that on. Just the corpse of the Doctor from Alien Bodies. Belle and Vinda's baby. That's also just the first Doctor again. The 8th Timeless Child. That's just a child. No, that's the other. Which one's the other? I'm getting confused now. The Doctor bit in what? Come on, guys. The Valiard. Alright. We can do the Valiard. Alright, what else you got? The Doctor from the fan series, Doctor Who Velocity. Good shout. We can put the Velocity Doctor on there. That is fine. The War Dugadoo. Yeah, no. That's not a Doctor Who though, is it? What else you got? The Doctor's wife. The 2nd and a half Doctor from Devious. Okay. We'll put the Devious Doctor on there. I know which one that is. What else you got? The Meta Crisis Doctor. Which one's the Nelvana Doctor? Which one's that? I don't know which one that is. The other is both kind of sort of the Doctor, but also not the Doctor. You mean what every Doctor Who supporting character ends up becoming eventually? Is that what you mean? Because that's what it sounds like. The Ganger Doctor post-sliming. Yeah, that would be fun. That's a good one. I like that. I noticed 16 has disappeared somehow, but that's okay. I'll put it back on. Alright, what else you got? The ends justify the means, Doctor from Full Fathom 5. The cartoon one that never got made. You slandered his outfit. I didn't slander his outfit. I made accurate criticisms of his outfit. Rassilon that is David Tennant. Just the word no. Okay. I'm not sure I'm familiar with that incarnation of the Doctor. What else have you got? Who is messaging me on Discord? Why are you messaging me on Discord? You absolute reprobate. Whoever you are. Is it going to turn out my mic is muted? Because that's been known to happen before. Cookie boy! It's you? Yeah, no, I remember. I remember, and I still think that it looks fucking horrifying. Yeah. No, I do not think that's a good outfit. No. A version of David Tennant who really thinks he... Oh, that's really good. That's really good. Delulu David Tennant is an amazing idea. Amazing. Amazing. That's incredible. See, I'm okay with the jokes. If joke suggestions, if they're fucking good. And this one's almost nothing but joke suggestions. So, the other is one of the founders. I know who the other is. I know who the other is. It's all good. But for the sake of simplicity, I'm going to put the first Doctor down. Anime Free is a good one. Anime Free is a good one. Hang on, I'll read your comment because it's good. The other is one of the founders of Gallifrey who threw themselves in the looms and their genetic material re-emerged in some renegades, and the Doctor is sort of a reincarnation of them, but it's a bit messy. Okay. Anime Free can go on though. Alright, 2 more. I've got 2 more spots, which means competition is about to get real fierce. Let's see what you can do. For a serious suggestion, let's do a third Doctor. Put Anime Free and the third Doctor up against each other. Anime Free is awesome though. I agree. I'm gonna put them on. They can be right next to each other, and Doctor Screw. And the Delulu David Tennant. Series 6B is good. 13 right after she met 15, so her memory hasn't been erased yet. I like the Series 6B Doctor. The Prime Computer Doctor? Is the Prime Computer Doctor Najawin, is that Tom Baker? Is that the 4th Doctor, but they're basically indistinguishable from what they are when Douglas Adams was writing them? Or is it the one where Free is a pervert? Which one is that? Is there a Series 6C Doctor? I also suggested 11th Doctor. Is the Series 6D Doctor thing a 6C Doctor thing? That's hard to say. 6C. Is that a suggestion for a villain or a Doctor? I will do Series 6B Doctor. We'll do that. We'll make that happen. Yeah, that looks good. That looks good. Okay, that looks like a good wheel. It's for married to Romana. I thought they were getting engaged. I suppose you're not going for the Nelvana Doctor. I have no idea what that is. The one where Free is a pervert, so Free... No, Free is a gentleman pervert. The ad version of Free is just a pervert. There's a big difference. There's a big difference. Anyway, we should probably spin the wheel.
Yeah, baby.
All votes are closed! Oh! Oh, that was tight. Between these 2 fan film doctors, it appears Devious Doctor has come out on top on the first spin. But it's only the first spin. So let's see what happens with the spin after the first spin.
Yeah, baby.
Spin. I told you the weird outfit, it goes hard, but you don't like it. Yeah, because I have taste. Free's just a 70s misogynist. Totally normal. Yeah, that's not the same thing as being a perv, is it? Let's be real. Let's be real. And I would say that he's a passive misogynist. He's not a casual misogynist, and he's certainly not a professional misogynist. But the fan who allegedly killed Troughton. Best costume? No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. It is not a good fit. It is not a good fit. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Multi-Doctor episode? No. No. We haven't even picked the first one yet.
Yeah, baby.
Alright. He's no James Bond, exactly. Oh, my boy. My boy. Hello, Silas. Hello.
Yeah, baby.
All right. See where it ends up being. I wonder. Oh my God, really? Really? Wow, is this the first time that a fan production Doctor has won Write a Doctor Who from scratch? I think it is. I think it might just be. We have the Devious Doctor up on the writing part. I'm in shock. I'm in actual shock. And also kind of glad that we didn't land on Dr. Screw. Yeah, you can't have the past Doctor not overshadowed by an RTD character. And speaking of being overshadowed by RTD characters, it's now time to pick a companion. So why don't you guys rub those grey cells together and work out who you would like to see accompany the Devious Doctor. Devious is basically honorarily official at this point. Yes, I would say so. I would say so. Is that a word? I don't know. So I was watching a Connery film and he straight up raped a woman. I thought he was just sexist, not a rapist. No, he's an awful person, James Bond. James Bond is a terrible person. David Tennant and World War II Christopher Lee are both amazing suggestions. Oh, and the fan that killed Troughton. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm not putting the person who shaboinked Patrick Troughton to death in the companion thing. We're not that edgy, okay? We're a little edgy, but we're not that edgy. David Tennant when he was a kid. I've already got David Tennant on there. Come on. Companion idea, Martha Jones. She's not coming back. She's not coming back. If they weren't going to bring her back during Shooty's run, she's certainly not coming back now. Not happening. Not happening. Certainly not under Russell T Davies. I agree with Jeff. Jeff the Land Shark. Alright. I will put Jeff the Land Shark on. No, I'm not doing that, Lamb. I'm not doing that. I'll put Greta Thunberg on there, but I'm not putting Davis on there. Oh dear. Thomas the Tank Engine. I plan on having a nice weekend, so no. Rose Tyler, she's back. I would put Rose Tyler on there. We'll put Rose Tyler on there. Bill from Series 10, Zorbina, Jeff from the 11th Hour, Wotan, and the Torchwood team. Possibly involving wheel spin for the Ross. I'll put Bill on. I'll put Bill Potts on. Bill Potts will be on the wheel from those suggestions. Matt Pat in his political era. Do you remember when Matt Pat did a video about how the how the crazy oxygen thieving capitalist, the literal oxygen thief in the Lorax movie was actually the good guy? Do you remember that video? Oh man, what a piece of shit. Anyway, Land of Fiction as a companion. Ryan, did you see Naja Wynn's suggestion? I did not. Grunty Shepherd? We already had Grunty. We had a Grunty Shepherd one last week, literally. So I'm gonna veto the Grunty. Next week I will put her back on though. Because I have a feeling if Grunty, like, does get on the wheel again, she's going to win again because of the sheer gravity of Grunty. Nick breaks. Carvanista's a shout. I'll do Carvanista. Even though it doesn't make sense. When did we ever try to make sense? Let's be real. Shrub? When you say shrub, do you mean the Pokemon or do you mean the shrub? What do you mean, Najawin? Eighth Doctor as a companion, but he's from the power of the Doctor. What about Eighth Doctor as a companion, but he's just got amnesia again? A popped Stretch Armstrong that's been left out in the sun too long and started to discolor. That's what Hulk Hogan looks like now. I mean OG shrub, just the shrub. Alright, bet. We'll do OG shrub. All these references to the Twitch stream that you all should be watching, by the way, so that you can get these inside jokes. Don't you hate missing out on what all of these inside jokes mean? I will put Stu Bagful in. You know why? Because Stu Bagful seems like a good fucking sport, and they seem like they find it funny if this happened. No, Paul Bowman from the erotic novel. Alright. No, I'm going to put Erotica 8. Erotica 8 can go on. We already put Dr. Screw on, so I feel like being like, oh no, an erotica novel is too much is a bit fucking hypocritical of me. Every time I suggest it, he misses it. I'm so sorry, Cookie Boy. What is it? Cookie Boy too fat. Cookie. Look at the reward for your persistence. You're on there, mate. You're on the wheel. I think you missed Archerwin's cool non-shrub suggestion. It was a cool non-shrub suggestion, I agree. We already have shrub. Snrub? Hey, Mr. Snrub. Looking forward to the villains. Me too. Doctor Who companion Jason Kane, former alien erotica writer. You won't get the references if you're not watching the Twitch streams. It's like RTD2 and the classic street series. It is. I am in. You're like getting. You're getting like 20% of the picture by watching just these streams. That's what I'll say. Jason Voorhees. Jenny everywhere. This is the last suggestion for companion, so I want to see like a really good one. You do watch the Twitch Lab. You're a mod. Ultimate Captain America is such a fucking good shout. It's such a good shout that I'm putting him in. I fucking love Ultimate Captain America. He's not my favorite version of Cap, but I fucking love him. Ultimate Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver. That's not as good. Because Ultimate Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver, the joke is literally just, wouldn't it be funny if they fucked? And Captain America is in the Ultimate Universe is amazing. For those who don't know, you know how Captain America usually is like he's always represents like the progressive side of like the political sphere. Like whatever the current worldview is at the time, he will always stand kind of to the left of it. Ultimate Captain America is a man from the 1940s. With the opinions of a man from the 1940s. Oh dear. And like, he can be very abrasive and unpleasant because of that. But there's also times when he's amazing. Like there was this one time, so you know how Ant-Man hit his wife once in the mainstream continuity? Well, he's just a domestic abuser in the Ultimate Universe, and Ultimate Cap's response to this is to track him down and kick the shit out of him, which is very 1940s and also very cathartic. I didn't know he got asked to surrender and he said, "You think this A on my forehead stands for France?" He's amazing. He once kicked the Hulk in the nuts. And I mean, you can't really say a bit fairer than that, can you? He also got Spider-Man killed, which it means that we also have Ultimate Captain America to thank for Miles Morales as well. He also became president. I did not know that he became president. I think he's interesting because, like, he is very much like a hero still, and he is very much like a good guy. He's just also a dipshit. I prefer 610 to the main universe, honestly. I think that's really valid, to be honest. I think I've read more of the Ultimate Universe proportionally than the 616. I think my favorite Captain America moment, if I remember correctly, it's in the Brubaker run. My favorite moment is when he loses the serum and he gets attacked by like 12 dudes. And even though he's little skinny Steve Rogers, he still has like all of the fucking fight IQ that he had as big muscly Steve Rogers. So he just bodies them all. He little scrawny Steve Rogers just bodies all of these mercenaries. It's great. Which one's 6160? Oh dear. It's Cooler speaking. Craig isn't here today. Are you okay, mate? Are you alright? You just talk. You good? Also, Ultimate Kate Bishop. Which one is... I didn't get as far in as that. I didn't get to Ultimate Kate Bishop. Ultimate Spider-Man, but trans, like the text implies. I didn't know that there was a trans reading of Ultimate Spider-Man. That's really interesting. Huh. AKA Trans Mask Joan of Arc. Which one's that? That's the 6160 version? Oh, 6160 is the new Ultimate Universe? Oh, okay. Okay, I get ya. Anyway, let's stop talking about this now and spin the wheel. Ultimate Kate Lethbridge Stewart.
Yeah, baby.
Doesn't Erotica 8 sound like the name of an electronica band? Don't you think that sounds like the name of like an electro band? What wheel are we on again? The Doctor or Companions? The Companions, shockingly enough. A Doctor Who Ultimate Universe would go hard. I was about to say that a Doctor Who Ultimate Universe would go really hard. I think it'd be really cool. Oh my god! Alan wants what Alan wants! Amazing. That means I get to use shirtless Paul McGann on the thumbnail. Perfect. Alright. It is debated that Joan of Arc would have been trans masked if she lived today. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. Let's go to our villains now. So, Erotica 8. Now, I have not read the Doctor Who soft porn book, but I will do my best to characterize them. Ryan, what's your pitch for an ultimate First Doctor? Okay, so I always liked the idea that the First Doctor, before they met Barbara and Ian, was a bit of a psychopath. So I would play on the Alan Moore idea that from Ian and Barbara's perspective, at first, they are protecting an endangered child from a potential abuser. And then, I always liked the idea that the Doctor got their best, their traits that we would see as doctory from Ian and Barbara and his companions after that. I always liked that idea. So I would do that idea, right? But in terms of building up to a season arc for the first season, I would do the Unearthly Child, I would do the Cavemen, I would bring in the Silurians to make it a little bit more interesting. I wouldn't do the fire story. I would do something a little different. But I'd keep the cavemen, okay? And then I would do that thing from, I think it's the comic books, where they come back at the end of the season as the main villains of the season, but you still have the Daleks show up, and then you have the Dalek invasion of Earth be like the second volume, like, finale. But all of this time, the Doctor is basically learning how to be what we see as the Doctor from traveling with these human beings. And then Dalek Invasion of Earth 2150 is like the, hey, he's the Doctor now. His character arc is complete, basically. And then you have a season of, hey, this Doctor's going to die, but change is okay. Renewal. You know what I'm saying? Like, you basically take the best stories from the original First Doctor run and you recontextualize them and you modernize them and you take the character arc that, in my opinion, happened accidentally in the First Doctor's run and you just lean into that, to be honest. Like, that's what I would do. If I was doing Ultimate Doctor Who, that would be my main direction. You know what I'm saying? I would keep the angling. I would keep the angle of like the PTSD stuff from the Russell T Davies era, and I would have the Doctor have PTSD from some strange unexplained thing that you never ever find out about because it's Doctor Who, right? And I would also have Ian have it from being a war vet, and I would have Barbara have it from her time like working. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I would do. Okay, villain pitch First Doctor before an unearthly child. For the wheel, I mean. Okay, no, I like that. Yeah, what do you think about my ultimate Doctor Who pitch that I just made up on the spot? I really tried. Why is no one answering a single question? Because someone asked me a question that I had to think about. Who's the Doctor in this episode? It's the one from the fan film Devious. Just get Peter Capaldi's Doctor and mash it with First Doctor Who. What do you think I was describing? I would do that story where Barbara was hallucinating the show like they tried to do in a real world. The idea is good. Okay, good. I'm glad you like my idea. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I kind of feel like with a lot of it's already there. You just kind of have to add what we've learned about modern storytelling and character development to what's already there. And then you got a really good fucking show that they should make, to be honest. Tom Felton? No! He is a villain. But no. Not giving it the oxygen. First Doctor before an unearthly child is a banger suggestion. It's a banger suggestion. Add me, Silas. I will add Silas. Just get Peter Capaldi's Doctor. I've read that part. Shit. Okay, I'm almost caught up. I'm just trying to scan for Doctor suggestions, for villain suggestions, so I don't miss them. Cookie Boy and Monica are both good suggestions. Alright, what else you got? Ice. Too dark, I think. Too dark. But I appreciate the sentiment. Add Russell. That's about the right level of dark. Captain Pike from the Smuggler. Ryan, are you willing to dig through messages? You know I'm willing to dig through messages. I'm seeing. Can we have Zagreus? I see that. Okay. Brian, look at the villain suggestions, please. Tom Felton post-curse child. Is that your villain idea? Kimi Badadoc, current leader of the Tory. Carol Skinner so she can be erased. Nah, can't forget him. Ryan Molyneux, but sinister and evil and scary, and he just jumps at you and says boo. Guy's the best villain, RTD2. Hey, Bookie! He's already on there, mate. Someone was way ahead of you. Azal! Alright, I'll put Azal on there. The Christian God. The cat from that cat in a body. What? No! No, Schrodinger's cat is a victim, not a villain. Batman. Actually, you know what, Ben Affleck Batman. Ben Affleck Batman, you just take what he was doing in the Batman versus Superman and make it the Doctor instead. I kinda like that, actually. The concept of enmity itself. Cat was poisoned, that's reason enough to be mad. Just because you're mad doesn't mean that you're a villain. I mean, I'm mad and I'm not a villain. Kate Lethbridge Stewart in her peak child exploitation. Sigmund Freud. Villain is talking cat called Miss Puddlesworth. Time itself. The character Time. I forgot that Time is a character now. Capitalism. What else have we got? The Valeyard. Evil Dan. I like Evil Dan. I'm popping Evil Dan on there. We're clearly going down the meme route with this. So the Terminator. Which Terminator? We'll decide when we get to it. Or do you just mean the T-800? Because most people just mean the T-800, don't they? Emperor Nero from the Romans. The exploitative practice of music streaming. The racist guy from Thin Ice. Ruby Sunday, she turns out to be the trickster in disguise and says boo. I mean, she did sell out the Doctor and all of the Doctor's loved ones for some podcast and some cock. So, yeah, she is a little bit of a villain. The Terminator pops from... And then she did steal Belinda's fucking plot arc in her own season finale. That's definitely a villainous action there. Not that Robert Patrick isn't good, but iconicity, yeah, you gotta have Arnie. You gotta have Arnie. If you suggested Robert Patrick from the Peacemaker TV show, though, that would definitely also go on the wheel. Yeah, Pops for Janice. The girl from Unquiet Dead. It's non-trivial, but there's only one Christian God. There are different accounts of him, philosophically speaking, that seem to be incompatible. She did it because she's secretly the tricks. I'm gonna need a minute. The Batman who laughs, the master who masturbates. James Franco post allegations. Oh, I think that's too dark. Drax from Guardians of the Galaxy. He is mistaken and thinks the Doctor is a servant. How can I be mistaken? I never make mistakes. A mistake is something a fool would do, and I am no fool. Joss Whedon angry that the show ripped him off. The Daleks from the Mines of Terror. The Joker in that there's no laws against the Pokemon skit. I don't know that one. The Daleks from the Mines of Terror entirely of RTD. Which one's Terminator Genesis? Is that the one where they bring back an AI Arnie? Is that the one where they hoodwinked James Cameron into giving it his seal of approval? Is that the one? Is it that one, or is it the one where they haul back Sarah Connor? The boneless is unironically a good suggestion. I will put the boneless on there. Watch the skit, it's peak. Terminator Genesis is the one with Emilia Clarke. Then I have seen it. It is not peak. It is not peak, but it is alright. It is alright. The problem with any Terminator movie is that Terminator 2 exists, and Terminator 2 is one of the greatest movies of all time. Yeah, Ryan, watch the No Laws Against the Pokemon skit. But we're doing a Doctor Who from scratch. I can't. Emilia Clarke as Sarah Connor. It's got Matt Smith in it. That doesn't mean it's better than Terminator 2. Lots of things have Matt Smith in it. It doesn't make them better than Terminator 2. Morbius has lots of Matt Smith in it. Doesn't make it better than Terminator 2. The entirety of the Shooty Gatwa era. Sorry. No, it's okay. It's okay. You don't have to apologize to that. Honestly, the only person who deserves an apology is Shooty Gatwa for being handed such a shit era. It's fine. This channel, Bookie, has been a crash out over the Shooty Gatwa era for the last, 4 weeks. So, you're in good company. It's... I actually liked Morbius more than Terminator 2. Yeah, you would. Tardigrades. Personally, if I did a Terminator story, I just go all out on Skynet. Skynet keeps rewriting the fucking timeline, and it makes no sense. I think, yeah, no, you're saying about going for a more the Suicide Squad tone. I completely agree with you. I think that would be what this friend, as a jilted Terminator fan, who, as I've already said, thinks that anything after Terminator 2 is pointless. That's the one Terminator pitch that I kind of like. The other Terminator pitch that I kind of like is one that I saw on Red Letter Media, where Mike Staslaka was talking about he was talking about the idea of the Terminator showing up in the Wild West and trying to get on a horse, and the horse just buckling from the weight of a Terminator, and I thought that was quite funny. Yartok, leader of the alien Vord, carrying a big stick. I don't like Terminator Dark Fate because of what it did to the timeline. Yeah. That's how I feel about every movie post-Terminator 3. We need a Borg Cyberman crossover. Yeah, we kind of do. They should have done that during the big Star Trek anniversary thing, Bookie. They should have just done an adaptation of that Assimilation Squared comic, but with Shooty Gatwa. It would have been really good. It would have been really good. It would have been really good. Zach Lamb, to most people, comics kind of don't count. When people say they want a crossover, they mean one with moving pictures. Yartek is a classic joke. Gotta do it. You gotta do it. You've gotta do it. Absolutely. Isn't the T-100 isn't that just a tank? Sexy cyber women, there's multiple of them. The Fendal! Imagine the Fendal in this. Are you doing settings, Ryan? Yeah, why not? Why not? I want one more for this. One more. And then, because this is getting crazy now. Linus, no! I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. You and me both know that that person who pops up every now and again as the 11th Doctor or the Daleks might very well be them. So, no. John Connor as a Terminator? Ian Levine. I will do Ian Levine. I will do Ian Levine. I feel like that's enough degrees of separation away. Alright, we're doing it. We're spinning the wheel. We're spinning the wheel. I've had enough of this nonsense. Guys, the pating. I will put the pating on. I'll put the pating on. Alright, go!
Yeah, baby.
Oh my god!
Yeah, baby.
Amazing. Oh shit! Da 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 da! It's Cookie Boy! There, Cookie Boy, you have a shot at being the villain. How does it feel?
Yeah, baby.
You have a real shot here. Oh, oh, oh! By the way, Craig is starting beef with Force Dalek for whatever reason. He didn't tell me the reason. Well, you know what? As long as Craig keeps my name at his fucking mouth, he can start beef with whoever he pleases and have those consequences come on him. Just keep me the fuck out of it, okay? A boy made from cookies in 2005. Alright, let's go again.
Yeah, baby.
I don't even know who Force Dalek is. I'm assuming a YouTuber. Ian Levine. Oh, looks like it's going to be Ian Levine. Would you be okay with being eaten? No. It's me, the best Pantheon member. Ryan Molyneux sent me Craig to Force Dalek, probably. Damn, we got mid. This is not the first time Ian Levine has been a lead in the second villain. Force Dalek is a YouTuber slash leaker. Well, why start beef with them then, Craig? I don't get it. I don't understand what there is to be gained from starting beef with them then. Are you just like starting shit to start shit to like get negative attention? Like, what is it? Ryan, give me all the Ian Levine lore so I'm all caught up. I don't know any Ian Levine lore. I just know that he's generally considered an asshole and seems to just be an asshole. Can't have Ian Levine. Oh, is he the one that predicted Billy Piper would be the Doctor after the leak? Again, Craig is not here. Okay, we get it. We get it. We get it. We get the gimmick. We get the gimmick. We get the gimmick. Oh, Collins and Craig are two different people. We get it. We get it, Tedious. It's fine. He said, I know she'll be the Doctor because it's the only thing that makes sense like 2 to 3 weeks after the leak. Do y'all think that Piper is actually 16? We have no idea. We don't know. The correct answer to whether or not Piper is actually 16 is we don't know. And anyone who says any different is lying to you. Okay, just to make sure. Good. He's a guy who's nice but entitled and a bit too classic superior because he's worked on classic as a fan. Who's that? He's also using the lie device to make an AI remake of a class. Oh, that Ian Levine. Oh, yeah, I know about the AI thing. And I know that the Absorbaloff is like a thinly veiled dig at him. But... So, For Starlick is just like a leak YouTuber, basically. Like, there's nothing... Then what's the reason to start beef with that other than a slightly cringe prediction? Piper is 16 but with some poorly thought out gimmick as RTD likes publicity first and foremost. That is the most likely outcome. I still think we don't know is the only honest answer, but it is very likely that they are 16, yes. Now RTD has become inabsorbable. Kind of, yeah. He was a continuity consultant in the C-word era. Oh, okay. We need a special where all the Doctor Who YouTubers come together in one big negative monster fighting the unending positivity of RTD2. Second villain spin. You guys barely have enough time for me to write a story. You don't need a second villains. I don't think there's going to be much writing today. It's already like... I'm going in 20 minutes. Okay, let's get on to it. Most YouTubers are absolute pieces of human trash. I can confirm this, by the way. And Whotubers, like, some of them are awful, awful, awful people. Yes. Can confirm. Can confirm. Let me see. Doctor in Distress is just hot garbage. It's very awful, yes. It's not even good. Yeah, that you can't even enjoy it ironically like Dimensions in Time. Okay, you're completely correct. You're completely correct about that. Okay. But yeah, there's no time for any kind of real story. Oof. Alright, but we're gonna do it. Because we're not about giving up here. Devious and Erotica are out getting ice creams when Erotica 8, I'm just going to call him Eroticate, decides they want sprinkles. But the ice cream place no have sprinkle. So they get in the TARDIS and go hunting for sprinkles. Ian Levine watches from a bush. Except for Faries, Davies, you, Mr. TARDIS, Council of Geeks, vote Saxon! Infer whatever jokes you want from that. It was a mix of non-controversial and controversial people. I mean, one of the people he listed murdered somebody. Another person he listed did blackface. And another person he listed is me. Okay. I don't know why Ryan's talking ice cream. He knows damn well I want some. Why don't you go get some then? Why don't you go get some ice cream? Why don't you get some ice cream and bring it home? How about that? How about that? Thanks, Naja. Now I don't know which is which. Guys, I told my friends I was commenting on a Doctor Who video and they respond with, yeah, they should. They should, because Doctor Who is an embarrassing hobby. The thing that separates me from other Doctor Who YouTubers is that I'm real about that. Cool list of people they should make a hero team. All right. Craig, don't start shit with my wife. You're gonna lose. You're gonna lose. I'm not even gonna step into it and be like, oh, don't you fucking do shit. Well, I guess I am. But like, she can handle you. Sorry, I thought you were here to educate us. I'm not allowed to say. I am not allowed to say because the creator community has collectively decided that calling it out is worse than doing it. And I do not feel like getting blacklisted again. That would be my response to that. See also the Doctor Who fan creators who are covering up sexual assault. Although if you super chat me. But yeah, it's terrible. It's terrible. It's a horrible place. Allegedly, the protagonist will regenerate into Matt Smith while the chameleon arc playing a crucial role with Sliver and Carpenter fighting Captain Jack and Yato's ghost. The villain from the Praxeus returning. That sounds like a fucking banger episode. I think Shooty left out of embarrassment. He felt superior to the BBC. Silly little children's show. You okay? Wait, did Ian Linus pop up? Is this about me? Do I just live in your head rent free? No, I'm talking about people who have subscribers, Ian, not you. Not you. I'm talking about people who have followings. You have nothing to worry about in this conversation. It's fine. It's fine. I'm talking about people whose opinion has enough weight to warrant people watching them. The mustache guy from the war is back. Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. The mustache guy from the war. My chat seems to talk about you a lot though. I try to discourage it, but you know, that's how it is. I'm gonna just quickly time you out though before you say a slur in chat. 24 hours. There we go. Okay, where were we? We got to Ian Levine watches from a bush. You are a running joke though. We do like using you as like a punching bag. It is true. Didn't we make Ian Levine work at an IKEA that was in Atlantis? We did, yes! We did. Somehow the mustache guy from the war returned. I wasn't around during that slur. They said a slur in relation to people of South Asian descent. Sorry I didn't time it immediately. I figured you wanted some jabs, everyone. Yeah, I left it open long enough for everyone to get their like licks in, and then I closed the door in his face. A to Z, bro. Write the letters. Fill the alphabet. Write it. Yeah, we should be writing a story right now, guys. We should be writing a story. Right, let's do this. Let's do this. They land on the planet. Red dye number 3. The largest producer of sprinkles in the universe. However, they are out of sprinkles because Ian Levine has been using all of the planet's power to produce a generative AI image of William Hartnell arching his eyebrow. There you go. That's the next beat. Slur about someone against someone of South Asian descent. I wonder how he'd feel about you. Probably fucking hate you, Vishan, and that's why we don't let him speak. Good to see you, by the way. I wanted to ask a question about future streams. Ask! Please ask! Please ask questions about future streams. I swear he's only writing this shit for attention. Do you mean me, or do you mean Ian Linus? Because if the answer is me, the answer is yes. I am writing this for attention and for money and for attention. Yes. This is dumb because we peer pressured him too much. What, you mean me? But yes, if you're asking me whether I'm going to put effort into writing an actual good story in the span of 20 minutes, no, I'm not. No. No, it's fine. But if you want to ask questions about, like, future stuff, then please do. Okay. Just wondering if we'll get another Jenny roulette at some point. I know last time people didn't vote for it, but it's not my fault they don't have taste. Oh! Next week. Next week. Jenny roulette next week. Ask and ye shall receive. We'll do a Jenny roulette next week. How about that? We'll do it on Tuesday. We'll do right from scratch on Thursday. We'll keep this going. Might do something different next week. Who knows? But we're going to do Jenny roulette next week on Tuesday. We're going to change it up. Whispering is a physical action that people like Tom Baker are incapable of. That's true, Vishan. I imagine Tom Baker whispering would be like, hey, over here. Over here. Shh. Curry sauce! I imagine it would be something like that. I've been asking for Wikipedia roulette for months. Yeah, but you know what? You know what? How many pictures of an erect penis are there on the Jenny Everywhere roulette? I would imagine 4 at most. So it's just a numbers game. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, I need to write. Come on, guys. So the devious doctor reroutes power back to the machines using his incredible technical brain. The AI image of Hartnell comes out with 7 hands, sending Levine into a homicidal rage. He charges a big death ball with his finger. He has Dragon Ball Z powers in this, by the way. I didn't establish that, but he does. With his finger, and throws it at the planet. At this point, Eroticate realizes he hasn't said anything in a while, but decides not to be that guy about the whole thing. Okay. Sure, Jam knows what articles do. You should be liking the damn stream, by the way. You should definitely be doing that. War between the land and the sea forts. It's only going to last a single season, guaranteed, no matter what happens. So there's not really a lot of point in getting invested. But yeah, like the damn stream. Come on. I refuse to like things that I only meh them. Oh, damn it. Alright. Where are we with the story? Imagine if it got more series than class. I don't like the stream. I love it, so I can't give it a like. Thank you, Nick. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. It's nice to see something other than ironic detachment and scorn directed my way. I appreciate it, Nick. People getting angry I'm not doing exactly what they want all the time. A Weeping Angel backstory, let's go. Will season 3 come next year or not? Absolutely not. I will not poll that because we all know it's not coming next year. Opinion on Children of Earth. I like Children of Earth. I think it's quite good. It's got its flaws, but it's very ambitious, and I think it has quite a lot to say, and it's probably Russell's best Doctor Who work. There you go. This is my opinion on Children of Earth. What else you got? What else you got for me? Or I'll just finish this. The Doctor deflects the ball. Ball using the fan that killed Patrick Troughton. There you go, I stuck. They ended up in there anyway. Saving the planet. He straps Ian Levine to a machine that forces him to watch Love and Monsters on an endless cycle. Eroticate opens his mouth to speak, but the story ends. The end. And if Ian Levine wins another poll and comes back as a villain, we're going to use this as continuity. So remember this, because I certainly won't. Can we explode the universe at the end of the Exploring? Hang on. Yes, we can. Explodes. Making this story exactly as good as Melancholia by Lars von Trier. And then Billy Piper turned into the Doctor. No, not Love and Monsters on an endless. Oh, right, okay. Opens his mouth to speak. I know, Eroticate is like, I know that you forced him to watch an endless loop of Love and Monsters, but what do you think about this monster? Yeah, no, I can see it. I can totally see it. This will be the cliffhanger the next Right From Scratch has to follow up on. Imagine someone trying to set all of these in the same universe. Opinions on Piers Morgan? Twat. What else you got? He wiretapped kids. He's a fucko. I hate that he went to the US and became basically, and everyone just forgets that now. The Doctor gets space laryngitis. Alright. Devious and Eroticate are out getting ice creams when Eroticate decides they want sprinkles, but the ice cream place don't have sprinkle, so they get in the TARDIS and go hunting for sprinkles. Ian Levine watches from a bush. They land on the planet Red Dye number 3, the largest producer of sprinkles in the universe. However, they are out of sprinkles because Ian Levine has been using all of the planet's power to produce a generative AI image of William Hartnell arching his eyebrow. So the devious Doctor reroutes power back to the machines using his incredible technical brand. The AI image of Hartnell comes out with 7 hands, sending Ian into a homicidal rage. He charges a big death ball with his finger and throws it at the planet. At this point, Eroticate realizes he hasn't said anything in a while, but decides not to be that guy about the whole thing. The Doctor deflects the ball using the fan that killed Patrick Troughton, saving the planet. He straps Ian Levine to a machine that forces him to watch Love and Monsters on an endless cycle. Eroticate opens his mouth to speak, but then the universe explodes, making this story exactly as good as Melancholia by Lars von Trier. The end. You wrote a better story than anything in RTD2. I mean, at least it has a beginning, a middle, and end. At least the characters have clear motivation. They want ice cream. Shared right from scratch universe. You've been setting them all in the same universe all along. I'd watch this over on TT2 as well, to be honest. Do you remember that one we did where it was just David Tennant, the actor, as the Doctor? Opinions on the Doctor Who finale. A big pile of steaming dog shit. Why is every episode kablam now? I've been keeping track of the continuity. I know you've been doing that, Lamb. I haven't at all. You guys remind me of stuff that we've done, and I'm like, oh, have we done that? Oh shit, we did do that. Yes, we did. That's true. That's very true. The erotic 8 and the fan are seen snogging in a later story. I will be getting an arc in here one day. We had the beginnings of an arc with Cabbage Man. Like, Cabbage Man was like halfway through Redemption arc and then he just stopped showing up. So when are we going to film this? One day Sorbino will escape from the land of fiction. Lucky Day was really boring and bad. Yes, I agree. You've got me for 8 more minutes, so if you have me for any more questions, please go ahead. But we are done with the Write a Doctor Who from Scratch part of Write a Doctor Who from Scratch. And then the Doctor explodes into Cabbage Man. Pretty good. Again? Zorbina and Slavina Carpenter are sisters in this canon, right? Did we ever establish that Zorbina and Slavina Carpenter were sisters? I don't remember. It's kind of tricky because Slavina aren't a species, they're a family. Can we make the next stream a regeneration story? If I remember that it's supposed to be a regeneration story, then sure. Happy Woke Gay Month, by the way. Hope everyone's having a good Woke Gay Month. Can we add the Yetis into the story? Hang on. And then the universe reboots. So we're still writing. Only now there's a Yeti standing in the distance. The end for real this time. The Doctor implied he was gay. I can't take it. You haven't ended it properly. You need Eradicate's consciousness floating in the void saying, one day we will come back. Yes, we will come back. That would be a good way to end it. By which I mean all of Doctor Who. Oh dear. So yeah, I am going to be doing Marvel Rivals tonight on Twitch. If you go on the pinned post, you will see my Twitch. And if you want to get half of the in-jokes in this, you should probably go there. Can the universe explode immediately after? They already exploded once. Explode the universe twice and get the stakes really big. And then it explodes again. Yay! Funding acquired. Good job, Silas. Good job. I believe Silas is going to be joining me tonight as well. More of you should join me tonight. This is just like RTD. Fuck off. Alright. Oh. If that's everything, I am going to peace out for tonight. We will be back next week with Jenny Roulette. With Jenny... Jenny Wiki Roulette. And writing something from scratch. Maybe Docky Who. Maybe not Docky Who. Probably Docky Who. It's usually Docky Who. Until then, follow the Twitch. And like and subscribe to this. Okay? Do it. Ryan, you should play a Backrooms game on stream. Maybe. Alright. I will catch you all later. Ciao for now, and have a wonderful time. Bye!